it's a flowering stalk from bear grass or yucca. Okay. So you start by making a small pivot in here. This is not going to work because the top of this little piece is going to fall off.
Sure.
So I'm just showing you that that's how you start.
Okay.
Okay. You have a stick, any kind of stick will work. It doesn't have to be bent. It could be straight, and some kind of cordage. And in your bow, this around here, this is called mule pack. And where we come from, it's called sheep willow. Okay.
And was that a limb?
No, this is like sheep willow is like a bush, a tall bush, probably maybe maximum of 20 feet high.
Okay.
And it grows with flat stock.
Okay.
Okay. The all point on one end, a sharp point on the other. Because one end you want friction, the other end you don't want friction. You need some kind of harder material as a bearing block to hold the top of it with, because you have to have, obviously you have to keep it. You have to hold it somewhere.
And you make that, or is that bone?
This is a bone. This is a straggler's bone from a elk.
And it's formed that way, naturally.
Yeah. And it's got natural lubrication in there. Okay. And the way I do my bows is one end is tied on here. In this case, this is the slip knot, which is fine. The other end you put a knot in a big string over it. This end I don't tie because it's going to be dependent upon the drill that you're using, how tight or how loose you have to make it. The fat drill needs to be looser. A fat drill needs more. A skinny drill needs less. Okay. And what you do is you twist this and pop it in. It should snap in. It helps you kind of snaps in. If it doesn't snap in, the string is going to slip up. If it's too tight, it's going to be very hard to rotate. And this is a little bit tight. So I'm going to loosen it up. Right down just a little bit. You saw that? I hardly moved it at all. You have to keep your string in here, otherwise you're going to be knocking stuff around, which you don't want to do. The end is going to go down into your fireboard, goes up on the inside, twist it. Do that and use your stance. Your stance is the ball of your foot right next to your divot. This knee behind this heel. And this leg could be over here, that way you have a 3-point stance. 1, 2, 3. Very stable. Not going to fall over. This wrist goes right up against your shin. If it's out here, you're going to be wobbling all over the place. Put it right up against your shin. Moderate pressure down. Keep your bow parallel to the ground. If you put the nose down, your string's going to go down. If you put the nose up, it's going to go up. Use the whole length of your string. You don't have to be frantic with it. You see, I'm not frantic at all. I'm just taking nice, even strokes. Okay. You see all this dust that we generated? Where that dust is coming from, it's a degeneration of your drill and your hearthboard. Ideally, your hearthboard will be a little bit softer than your drill. That way you won't wear your drill out. Okay. But you see that dust is all distributed around this hole. That means that the heat is all distributed around this hole. We need some way to concentrate that. And we will concentrate that by cutting a notch. I like to make my knots dovetail shaped.
Now, you were showing me you make the knots after you burn that first
Yeah,
part,
that
right?
way you know, because the knot has to be inside of this circle.
Okay.
If it's outside of the circle, it's not going to collect that dust.
Okay.
It has to be inside the circle. But you don't want it to go past the center. If it goes past the center, you're going to end up with a nipple on the end of your drill. obviously you can do this with stone tools. Okay, see how the notch is inside of that burn circle, but not into the center?
Right.
It's semi-wide at the top, but even wider at the bottom.
Okay.
That way all your dust can fall down in here and it will collect in this area right here. And not only will the dust collect there, but the heat will be concentrated in that area also. And normally I would do this like this so you can see it, but since it's so short I have to do it this way. And with this wood you have to alternate the sides of the holes, because if you don't, this little piece will break off. There is a good chance that this piece is going to break off of here, but I'm just doing a demonstration anyway. Okay, again, follow your foot right next to your hole, because that's what keeps the stick from moving.
Sure.
And that's where all your pressure is all your foot. The wrist goes right up against your shin. And if you have to, move forward or back to keep your drill straight. The drill has to be perpendicular to your stick. If your drill is slanted, you're going to drill out the end of your stick. If it's slanted this way, you're going to drill out the end of your stick that way. What's that? Oh, okay. Now that we have this, we need some way to catch the dust. We don't want it to go on here. If you use a leaf, as you're making this board, you can use a shaving up from the board or anything. Okay, again, your stance. Just where you can reach it. Fire end up on the inside. One twist. And if it's a little loose,
One bite.
in this case it's a little loose, I use my thumb to tighten up the string. See? There's a great big fat ember. You take that and drop it in your tinder bundle.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, it was going good.
And blow it into a flame.
Wow, look at
This
that.
will never go into a flame. You're not in a hurry to get that into your tinder bundle. It will sit there and smolder until it consumes all of the material in there, which is quite a while. You see it's still even.
Wow.
That's it for bow drill.
Cool.
Perfect. You want to try one?